Hi, I'm Jamie Clark, and welcome again to Entrepreneurs We Like. We're here today with Velma Gallant, the Queen of Joy. Velma is the host of Welcome Changes Radio. So Velma, thank you very much for joining us and taking the time to come in today.
Absolutely.
Before we get started, the Queen of Joy, where did that kind of moniker, where did that come from?
Well, I've been coaching for a good number of years by that point and had been moving through my own growth process. And one of the things I learned was that I needed to be the queen of my own domain, and I chose my domain to be joy.
So was there one big event or kind of multiple triggers along the way to getting there?
There was a lot of triggers along the way. It's been a journey right from as a teenager through marriage, divorce, children, all kinds of things. I moved out on my own when I was 16 years old, so I started out on a challenging track, a change track, right from the beginning. And you know, it's been a real growth process coming to this point. I'm one of the lucky ones that gets to look back on my life and say I have no regrets, even though it was really challenging, because I like where I'm at, I like who I am, and so how can I regret it?
So Welcome Changes Radio, what got you started in doing that?
I'd actually been coaching for a good number of years and had done a couple of products where I had interviews, and it was something I really enjoyed. A couple of people I knew were doing blog talk radio, and so I decided I'd give it a try. Did a couple of months and went, yeah, I really like this, and started doing more. And now it's been 4 years later. We have more than 150 interviews behind us and lots more to go.
Yeah, wow. And 4 years is quite the journey for that. That's quite a long time to be doing it.
It changes every week, so it's a lot of fun.
Good. So what are some of the difficulties you've had to overcome in that 4 years or prior to that with making changes?
I've actually been in quote-unquote business for 10 years.
Okay.
And I think the biggest thing is being open to the flexibility of how things evolve. Mm-hmm. I think one of the hardest things that I had to deal with was when those pauses seem to happen in business, because what I found was if it feels like you're banging your head against a wall, you probably are. And when those times would happen, it was really hard for me not to bang my head against the wall because I wanted to be in action. I felt I had to be in action. But it was just one of those places where things were starting to shift and change. And in order to roll with it, I had to become more grounded and just kind of sit back and observe where things were going rather than trying to force my way through it.
So is there any advice you would offer to any young people that they're trying to work for themselves or anybody else that's trying to get into the entrepreneurial side of business?
Don't hesitate to do it. One of the benefits of what I've been doing is that it's been probably the best personal growth arena that I've ever been in, better than most of the workshops I've done, because you really get an opportunity to see into the depth of yourself. And not everything's going to be pretty. You're not going to like everything that you see, but you can't change anything unless you actually take a good look at it. So it's been a really good experience for me, and especially if you're a person who loves change and moving and excitement, and go for it. It's a lot of fun.
So Velma, thank you very much for joining us and for stopping by today. And everyone, thanks for tuning in. You'll be able to find Velma's contact information as well as the Welcome Changes website and the information below the video.